Individuals arriving at Restoring Hope Ministries carry burdens invisible to the outside world. They arrive under the heavy weight of severe trauma and chronic anxiety. The traditional approach to this kind of suffering relies heavily on talk therapy. Counselors try to guide individuals through their pain using language and conversation. But severe stress rewires the body, triggering an autonomic nervous system response, trapping the individual in a continuous loop of fight or flight. When survival instincts take over, the brain shifts energy, alarm centers go into overdrive, and the frontal lobes, responsible for reasoning, power down. A flooded nervous system cannot process complex information. Ideas like grace and forgiveness simply have nowhere to land. You cannot talk a person out of a biological alarm state. The body is too busy trying to survive to engage in a therapeutic conversation. This array of functional brain scans shows regional cerebral blood flow. The variations in color map out metabolic activity across different states of mind, proving that trauma and stress leave a physical, measurable footprint on the brain. No matter how profound the biblical counsel is, it cannot take root if the brain's internal activity is too chaotic to process the information. Restoring Hope Ministries addresses these physiological limits through a targeted intervention, neurofeedback. This is an evidence-based self-regulation tool designed to calm the central nervous system, built on decades of clinical research. This early electroencephalogram testing illustrates the medical foundation of this practice. Clinicians have measured brain activity for decades to build reliable clinical standards. Modern neurofeedback applies this technology in a continuous loop. Clinically placed sensors monitor the patient's electrical brainwave activity in real time. That data enters a computer, which returns immediate visual or auditory feedback based on their exact brain state. This constant feedback trains the nervous system. The brain is rewarded for calmer frequencies, successfully exiting the fight or flight state. By restoring a healthy biological baseline, the individual achieves the physical calm required for lasting healing. Integrating clinical science with faith-based care requires strict interdisciplinary boundaries. At RHM, there is a very clear division of labor. Trained technicians manage the neurofeedback equipment to address physiological dysregulation, while therapists and pastoral counselors guide the spiritual and psychological healing. Neurofeedback is strictly an adjunctive service. It prepares the body to receive help, but it does not treat the soul, nor does it replace the guidance of Scripture. Honoring these specific boundaries prevents role confusion. It ensures ethical safety, allowing both the rigorous medical science and the theological care to operate at their highest potential without compromising each other. After neurofeedback, the client returns to the counseling room, having established a baseline of neurological calm. The physiological barriers are now lowered. The individual is fully present and cognitively open. This image of an unrolled Torah scroll illustrates the shift in capacity. Where the dysregulated mind previously deflected complex language, the calm mind can now deeply engage with the meaning and wisdom embedded in sacred texts. With the higher cognitive centers back online, the client is equipped to process complex emotions like grief, guilt, and redemption. This process reflects the design of humanity itself, an intricate blend of physical bodies and eternal spirits. As seen in Michelangelo's creation of Adam, the physical human form reaching for divine connection serves as a powerful metaphor. Our biological capacity for intellect and our spiritual capacity are intertwined by design. Healing the physical pathways of the brain clears a path for deeper healing of the soul. The approach at RHM demonstrates that when rigorous neuroscience and rooted biblical counseling are used together, they create a clear path toward total restoration.